I'm standing outside the cathedral shop near the entrance to the cathedral itself. It's been really good to have this shop open in the last few days since lockdown finished, as it has been throughout the city to see shops reopening again and people inside and on the streets, a real sense of community. At the west end of the cathedral, just beside me here, we also have the hand cart with the Christmas tree for you to come and bring particular gifts for the homeless this Christmas tide. And there's just still time to do that before the end of this week. And thank you for all of those gifts, which will be distributed in the days to come. One of the things that some of us are involved with at the moment also is writing Christmas cards. Not everybody does that, of course, these days, and it can be done digitally. But I think the Christmas card on its own has some particular advantages. One of them, of course, is that we can support charities, many of whom rely on income from cards, and indeed the retailers who sell the cards. And then there's the greetings that we send via the cards to people that we may not see at Christmas, and that may be more people than usual this year. And of course, what we write in the cards and the images and the words, sometimes texts from the Bible, can give people real encouragement and hope when they receive them. I think Christmas cards also, of course, make great decorations around the house, and they're free to an extent. And I think this year, finally, 2 Christmas cards remind us to give thanks for all our post office workers who've worked so hard this year on our daily deliveries, which have been so crucial for us in many ways. So thank you to them. As clergy, we often receive Christmas cards with images of the Nativity, the stable scene, baby Jesus, and that's all very good, and thank you for those. But sometimes we do just long for a snow scene, or one like this, a fun card with some children forming a Christmas tree standing on the earth with a star on the top. One of the Bible writers that we read at this time of the year, Advent, a lot, is the book of the prophet Isaiah. Isaiah, of course, lived a long time ago, and there may well have been more than one person calling themselves Isaiah who wrote the material that we have in the Bible. But often they're messages of real encouragement and hope, looking forward to new things happening. Around about 700 years before Christ was born, when Isaiah was writing, the people of Israel and Judah had been deported by Babylonian invaders. They'd been taken right away from their land to live in exile. And when Isaiah is writing to them, he's wanting to give them real encouragement and hope, because they'd just about given up hope of ever getting back to their homeland, of seeing their temple again, and of having trust in God, who they believed was supposed to be leading them. Isaiah wrote some lovely passages of encouragement and hope. Here's one very short one from Isaiah chapter 40. "Get you up to a high mountain, O Zion, herald of good tidings. Lift up your voice with strength, O Jerusalem, herald of good tidings. Lift it up, do not fear. Say to the cities of Judah, here is your God." Rather like for us in our own day, Isaiah is saying to us, get up to a high mountain. Spiritually, physically, in Gloucestershire it's difficult, although we've got the Malverns and Mayhill and the Cotswold Edge, and when we climb those hills, we have wonderful views. Isaiah is saying to us, do that spiritually. Get onto a high mountain inwardly and look, see, your God is coming. God is faithful, and God will reveal new things to you that you might never have imagined or experienced. And we can begin to see that message coming true now as we look towards the vaccine and what life beyond that will be like. And to Christmas too, when we will perhaps be with people we haven't seen for a long time, and also get messages of encouragement and hope from them, from music, from words, and from the experience of Christmas. So let's look beyond this present time, and with Isaiah, see God coming to us with new experiences, with hope, and with encouragement.